See what you understand? You understand what I'm talking about? You understand what I'm talking about? Is that, see, you want the rules. Well, the rules say that you can't do this. Well, we don't want you to do it because it's the rules. We want you to do it because it's wrong. You see what I'm talking about? And then once you grasp that concept, and you have a conscience, then what you're going to see is you're going to have a generous heart, because you're going to finally realize, wow, all of these things have been forgiven. I better start forgiving other people. Wow, Jesus did that for me. I better start doing it for other people. And that's the concept that he wants you to grasp. Okay? But backing up a little bit, backing up to Matthew 5, 6, and 7, to the Sermon on the Mount and rules, what you've got to understand is somebody is going to be your disciplinarian. I call it the 5 Ps. Somebody is going to be your disciplinarian. Okay? When you were born, it was your parents. When you went to school, it was your professors. Sometime in high school or college, it was the popo. The police. Alright? Now, somewhere in there, hopefully, the preacher got involved. Before or after the popo. And then last but not least, most of you got to deal with who? The probation or parole. So you're going to be disciplined by somebody. Why not just accept Christ as your disciplinarian? Let's see here. The popo or JC? I don't know. JC talking about plucking my eye out, cutting my hand off. Popo just want me to pay $40 a month for probation fees. You see what I'm saying? Okay, it's your time to choose. You leave here, and somebody's going to be your disciplinarian. Somebody's going to discipline you. I love it. And I've read this somewhere else. It's so funny. Somebody's going to write the rules. The only thing with Christians is you get to choose who's writing your rules. Would you rather let society write your rules? Would you rather let Islam write your rules? Would you like to let the Mexican cartel write your rules? Somebody's going to write the rules. Why not just accept Jesus Christ as the rule writer and just take his rules? Isn't that isn't that really the easier, softer way?
I don't know why I'm just not realizing, but if you do that, then you don't have to deal with everybody else.
That's right.
I don't know why that just now clicked.
There you go. There it is. There's that light bulb experience. There's that aha moment for you, for at least one of you, if not all of you. You know, you make the decision. Wait a minute. Do I want to keep doing this the way I'm doing it?
No.
And letting the police be my disciplinarian? Or do I want to go ahead and accept Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior, and then he be my disciplinarian? Because you're going to mind somebody. You are going to mind somebody. You can mind your husband, you can mind your daddy, you can mind your daddy, your husband's daddy. But you're going to mind somebody. Okay? You're going to be disciplined by somebody. Same way at work. You go to work, alright? They're writing the paychecks. You're going to govern yourself by corporate rules or by Jesus' rules.
Jesus keeps it simple.
That's right.
Yeah.
Jesus keeps it simple. Why not just have one disciplinarian? Why not just have Jesus? let's go a little further here. Self-discipline, which is what we're talking about, refers to the training that one gives oneself to accomplish a certain task or to adopt a particular pattern of behavior, even though one would really rather be doing something else. For example, denying oneself of an extravagant pleasure in order to accomplish a more demanding charitable deed. That's what Brad was talking about. Thus, self-discipline is the assertion of willpower over more base desires and is usually understood to be synonymous with self-control. Self-discipline is to some extent a substitute for motivation when one uses reason to determine a best course of action that opposes his own desires. See, that's what God is talking about. You got an argument here. You got an argument between flesh and spirit. And you go about every day trying to please the flesh, which includes drugs, alcohol, sex, porn, whatever. McDonald's, sticky rice, whatever, okay? Soda pop, whatever. Coffee. You go about pleasuring the flesh. And he's saying, if you'll stop pleasuring the flesh and pleasure the spirit, then your motivation will be totally different. What you're doing will be totally different. Your discipline will be easier. And this is what we're talking about in the way. When the AA book, the Alcoholics Anonymous book, is talking about a spiritual awakening sufficient enough to maintain sobriety. That's what they're talking about. That aha moment that Neil just had. You can start out just minding the steps. I'm just going to do the steps. You can start out with page 86, 87, and 88. I'm just going to do these 9 or 10 things every day. Was I resentful? Was I angry? Do I owe an apology? Very simple instructions, isn't it? But yet, what do? Let me get that new Joyce Myers book and that Beth Moore book, and we'll open them up, and we'll play the videos up here, split screen, and we'll try to go. We'll go. Battlefield of the pit. And there's nothing wrong with either one of them. There's nothing wrong with Joel Osteen or the Potter's House or anybody else. But it all goes back to who? Why not simplify? Why not simplify? Why not focus? Focus on who? JC. Jesus Christ. He's your disciplinarian. We all have a great testimony. Okay? Joyce Myers has a wonderful testimony. Beth Moore has a wonderful testimony. But what is she trying to relate it to? Your relationship with Jesus Christ. Why not just accept Jesus Christ as your disciplinarian, and then give the $50 you would spend on the DV set away to the poor?
So cut out the middleman.
I don't think like that.
Right.
I have problems thinking like that. I don't think of those things.
Me neither. Me neither. Because I'm always thinking about flesh. I'm thinking about flesh. We all think about flesh.